All right, to the Washington Mall shooting that left 5 people dead. The accused shooter, a Turkish immigrant, reportedly had a blog with photo posts of an ISIS leader on that blog. That man had the ISIS connection. I'm saying he's got the ISIS connection. Zuhdi Jasser is here. Would you call this Islamic terror?
Absolutely, Stuart, and even more specifically, Islamist, which is a political movement. I mean, when are we going to get this right, Stuart? We have a guy who not only was posting Islamist ideology, had been in court arraigned for domestic violence, has a public footprint, and also was told by a judge he could not carry a weapon after that. So he's not on the radar. Why? Because our Homeland Security is focused on violent extremism. We need to focus on Salafi jihadism. This guy should have been under surveillance electronically and even possibly a wiretap based on his previous court appearances in violence. So we are missing the boat completely. How many times is this going to happen?
Well, Zuhdi, I'm going to interrupt this train of thought, so to speak, because I've got news from Secretary of State John Kerry. He's saying he's going to stop all contact with Russia if the Russians don't stop what's going on in Aleppo. Now, you've got a connection there. This is your part of the world. At least that's where you were from way back when. What do you make of this? It sounds like John Kerry is almost powerless at this point. And you say what?
I mean, I'm sorry, he's been acting sort of like, you know, the intern for their foreign minister. I mean, sometimes he'll say things out of protestation, yet 2 weeks ago he supposedly handed what they thought was a ceasefire. And meanwhile, the Democrats in Congress are putting forth a Syria sanctions bill against the Assad regime. I thought we had all their sanctions down, but they didn't. And the White House was working this last weekend to try to stop that from sanctioning Assad and the flow of money in. So they're playing both sides of it. Publicly, they say they're anti-Russia, but privately, behind the scenes, we're completely the tools of the Russians and of Assad.
I think they are calling the shots in your former homeland, Zuhdi Jasser, who served 11 years in America's Navy. Am I correct, sir? Yes, I am.
Yes, sir, I am.
Thank you very much indeed for your service, sir.